What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Tell Me Don't Fail Me. What a good day yesterday. By the way, Happy New Year's to everybody. Still got my lay on. It was a great night. If you tailed me yesterday, you probably cashed in. We cashed in on 5 out of the 6 games. We caught 5 out of the 6 games yesterday. The only game we missed yesterday was the Memphis Grizzlies. I thought John Morant and them were going to get it done at home, but they fell short. De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, and them got it done. But I did say yesterday that the Memphis Grizzlies was a coin toss game, that it wasn't going to be on my main ticket, and I didn't put it on my main ticket, and I cashed in, and hopefully you guys took my advice, and you tailed me, you didn't fail me. If you did, subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, and let's get into today's slate. Tonight, starting off the new year, we've got the Timberwolves in New York, in Madison Square Garden. The spread is only 1.5. The Knicks are getting 1.5 at home. They just played their last 3 games on the road. They lost all 3 of them. They're due for a win. They're back at home where they're comfortable. Madison Square Garden, as we all know, place goes crazy. One of the most legendary arenas ever. I think everyone's going to be on the Timberwolves tonight. They just beat the Lakers 2 nights ago. And now, they're coming into the Garden. The Knicks just made a trade for R.J. Barrett, for OG1, and he is now with the Knicks. I don't know if he plays tonight, but I think it was a pretty good trade. This line seems like a little bit of a trap line. The Timberwolves are a lot better, and it's only 1.5. I think that's telling us that maybe OG is going to play tonight, and the Knicks coming with some new energy. They're ready to ball. So I'm going to ride it. I think the Knicks match up pretty well with the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns is game time decision tonight. And also, what did we learn this season? That the Timberwolves, they're a great team. They've been balling, but they are 7-9 ATS on the road. So with that being said, the Knicks are due for a win. I'm going to rock with the Knicks tonight for the upset. It's probably not going to be my main play, probably not a lock. But I do lean towards the Knicks tonight for some plus money. If you're going to give me some points on top of that, hey, I might just take it because it might be a 1-point game. I can see the Knicks winning this game tonight. So, yeah, give me the Knicks. Next game up, we have the Cavaliers versus the Toronto Raptors in Toronto. R.J. Barrett just got traded from the Knicks to Toronto. That's where he's from, man. He's from Canada, so he's getting to play at home. So that's some motivation for the Raptors. But the Raptors just lost to the Detroit Pistons, and they just gave them the 3rd win. So we know the Raptors aren't that good, but it was on the road. It was on the back-to-back, and we know that the Raptors aren't that good on the road. But they are playing at home tonight, and I don't know how I really feel about this game. I really don't like this game, to be honest. I probably won't end up touching this game, but if I did, let me just check on the injuries real quick because – I don't know, man. I think, it's a bounce back game for Toronto. They're going to be coming out here with some energy tonight because they're the ones that broke the Pistons record. So maybe the Toronto Raptors do come out here and ball tonight. They are favored, and I don't think they're as good as the Cavaliers, but they're favored tonight. So I think that, I don't know, Donovan Mitchell's playing tonight. Still no Garland, still no Mobley. R.J. Barrett is in the lineup for Toronto tonight. And we know Cleveland isn't that great on the road. They're just not that great on the road. We know that. This is a tough game for me. They are 8 and actually, Cleveland is 8-6 on the road. They're 7-9 at home. So with that being said, I take the points with Cleveland, man. You're gonna give me 2.5. I take Cleveland tonight. Again, not my favorite game. But if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Donovan Mitchell getting done tonight. The Raptors, they got to prove something to me. I know they're going to be looking to bounce back off that after that Pistons loss, but I'm going to rock with Donovan Mitchell tonight in the points. Next game up, we got the Pistons versus the Rockets in Houston. You already know. Pistons ain't getting 2 wins in a row, so I'm just going to keep this one real quick and easy. The Rockets, we already know, they be balling at the crib. Houston. Let's check out Houston real quick. Yeah, bro. They're 11-5-1 against the spread at home. They're 17-11 against the spread for the season, and we already know Detroit. We can't bet on Detroit. Um, the chances of them getting two in a row, not likely. They lost 28 in a row before they got their next win. So I ain't about to go put no points on Denver. I'm sorry, not on Denver, on Detroit on the road. So yeah, give me the Rockets tonight. Next game up, uh, man, the Pacers and the Bucks. Oof. This is gonna be, I think, the third time they're seeing each other this season. They played each other in the in-season tournament, and the Pacers beat them to advance to the finals of the in-season tournament. And then they played shortly after, and Giannis had his career high, set the franchise high for the Bucks, scored 64 points, and he went crazy for the ball. So there's a little bit of a rivalry. They always play each other tough when they do play. I think the first game they won by like 4. I think the biggest lead was the last game when Giannis scored 64. They won by 14. But they always play close. I do think the Bucks win this game tonight. I do think the Bucks win on the money line. I wouldn't lay the points with the Bucks. I do think that the Pacers cover tonight. Um, Pacers are a running gun team. You already know I'm on Team Halliburton. Even though Giannis is having an MVP type of season, Giannis is an unstoppable force to be reckoned with, absolutely. And the Pacers don't play any defense. But the Pacers, man, they got so many guns around and they got so many weapons around Halliburton. So I can see them keeping this game close again. Every time they play, it's a battle. It's going to be a good game. I'm going to be tuning into this one tonight. So either way you want to play it, Bucks money line, Pacers with the 7.5. There's my pick. Next game up, we got the Hornets in Denver. I'm going to keep this one quick and easy. Also, Denver just lost by like a lot to SGA and OKC not too long ago at home. They're still at home. Bounce back game for the Nuggets and Joker tonight. Um, Give me the Nuggets as my play of the day. Hornets ain't got nothing for the Nuggets. I know 14.5 is a little bit crazy, but I mean the Nuggets could absolutely blow them out. Uh, let's just see what the Nuggets ATS is at home real quick for this season. They're 8-7 ATS, so they're just above 50-50. 14.5 is pretty steep. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty steep. But if everybody plays for the Nuggets tonight, I think it's a bounce back game for them. I mean, maybe you could tease the points down, maybe to like 9, 10, still get it at a pretty good odd. But yeah, the Nuggets for sure, hands down. Whether you want to money line it, probably won't get paid anything for that. It's probably like a minus 1,400 at this point. But that's what I said. You could tease the points down, or you can take the gamble and take the Nuggets running them out the gym tonight, which I could totally see happen after what happened to them last game. So there you have it. Next game up, we got the Trailblazers in Phoenix tonight. Phoenix on a back-to-back. They just played last night, barely beat the Magic. The Trailblazers and the Suns already played twice this season, and the Trailblazers actually beat the Suns not too long ago, maybe about 2 weeks ago. Trailblazers did beat the Suns. Suns, man, you already know how I feel about them. I can't really figure them out yet. I don't really believe in them too much yet. Uh, you know, I guess they're starting to get the ball rolling now. Bradley Beal's back, but 11.5. We already know Phoenix is not good against the number. They are 5-13 against the spread at home this season. I'm not about to lay 11.5. They didn't even cover 5.5 last night. Now they're playing again tonight, and you're gonna give them 11.5. I do think the Suns win the game. Suns money line for sure, but I don't mind at all the Trailblazers plus 11.5. I'll take the Trailblazers plus 11.5. Um, let's see if there's any injuries right now though. Let's check up on that because if there are, maybe that's why the line is the way it is because I can't understand why they're giving Portland 11.5 after they just beat them the last time they played. DeAndre Ayton is out. Simons is out. Sharp is game time decision. Reith is game time decision. Ooh, now it makes a little more sense. But you still got Scoot Henderson, Malcolm Brogdon, Jeremy Grant still playing. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it, man. Phoenix money line. Like I said last night, Phoenix wins, but I think the Trailblazers will cover. So yeah, take it for what it is. Next game up, we got the Mavericks playing Utah in Utah. Oh man, you already know, man. Utah in Utah, best against the spread team at home. Utah goes crazy at home. They be balling at the crib. But we got Luka on the other end, man. Luka just went into Golden State the other night and beat Golden State, Steph Curry and Clay and them. Luka, another one who's having an MVP type of season. It's really hard to bet against him. And what we know about Dallas, Dallas plays their best basketball on the road. So I do think, look, Dallas is 12-6 against the spread on the road. You're gonna give Dallas 3.5 on the road, but on the other end, you've got Utah 11-3 against the spread at home. Ooh, it's tough. No injuries tonight for Utah, but there's a few hanging around the Mavericks. Kyrie is game time decision. He was game time decision last game. He almost came back and played, so that's good news that he might actually suit up tonight and play. Luka's game time decision. I'm pretty sure he's going to play though. Obviously, if Luka doesn't play, we're going with the Jazz for sure at home. Even if just Kyrie plays and Luka sits, I still go with the Jazz because Kyrie hasn't played in so long. I don't know how good he's going to be his first game back. He might not even play so many minutes his first game back. So if Luka sits, period, whether Kyrie plays or not, we are on the Jazz tonight. But if Luka plays, I'm going to take the Mavericks in the 3.5. So I guess we got to just wait to see the official injury report for this game. So right now I'm gonna place my pick thinking that Luka is going to play, and if Luka plays, my pick is the Mavericks tonight for the upset. I love it actually if Luka plays. He's unstoppable right now. So no reason to not to fade him now. So I'm gonna keep riding with Luka if he plays. Next game up, last game of the night, we got the Miami Heat playing the LA Clippers in LA. Here's another one, man. You already know how I feel about the Clippers. James Harden's starting to ball a little bit, but you know how I feel about him. Kawhi Leonard is game time decision. That's huge for them. But on the other end, for the Miami Heat, we've got a lot of injuries that are looming around them as well. Jimmy Butler is officially out. He is not going to be playing tonight. We saw him go down in the third quarter against the Jazz the other night. And, Miami, I took Miami to win that game, and they were winning that game until Jimmy got hurt. And then Jazz ended up pulling away with it at the end of the game in the fourth quarter and ended up getting the win. So Jimmy Butler is out tonight. Kyle Lowry is game time decision. Caleb Martin is game time decision. Haywood Highsmith is game time decision. And Josh Richardson is also game time decision. Kawhi Leonard is game time decision for the Clippers, and Mason Plumlee is game time decision for the Clippers. Tough game. Jimmy Butler, we already know, is out, so that makes it difficult. But Miami, it's hard. They're a tough team. They play defense. They play hard the entire game. They've got a lot of good weapons. But Kawhi being out for the Clippers, obviously he's their best player, right? So if he sits, if Kawhi sits and Jimmy is out, I'm going to go with Miami in the 6.5 on the road because we know Miami plays good basketball on the road. That's what we found out. If Kawhi plays, I probably stay away from this game. But I probably lean towards the Clippers. But let's just check up on his injury real quick and see what he's looking like. He's questionable. Doesn't even say much about him. He's got the red GTD mark around him. So it's probably, I don't think he might play actually. If he doesn't play, I lean towards Miami with the 6.5. And if he plays, I probably stay away from this game because you got Bam and Tyler Hero and the supporting cast that they be balling when they on the road. So I don't know. It's probably a game coin toss game if Kawhi doesn't play. So that's just how I look at it. Take it for what it is. You can tell me, don't fail me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop a comment. And yeah, let's win some money tonight.